Hello, hello, hello. This is Latricia Penny. Welcome to another Miracle Monday. I am with Root of the Matter. So, to this Miracle Monday, I am going to be talking about, are you noticing your opportunities? Are you noticing your opportunities? So, an opportunity is, a time or frame where it's good for you to do something. And so, as things show up in your life, there are always opportunities. More recently, I have had some issues with my anger. So, used to have issues with anger before, way back when I was younger, more internalized anger or what have you. But I noticed that I was starting to get a little bit short tempered, especially driving. And I'm usually pretty much an easy driver, love to drive, even though I know that there are people who drive a lot different than what I would. I'm usually pretty cool, but I noticed that I was starting to get really, really, really frustrated with those people who were like doing what I would say the most, or honking at me, or just being really rude. And I was kind of taking that energy in. And I was like, usually I'm really cool, but it's like for some reason, when I say it was getting on my very last nerve, everyone who had, like honking the horn, trying to, zoom past me and all this other stuff, being very reckless in their driving. Okay, I was starting to feel, I don't want to say rage, but I was really starting to get a little bothered. I know I said a couple of words, to a couple of people and everything. So I was getting in that space. Now, that's usually not me driving, because I'm of the mindset that there have been times that I have been impatient. There have been times that I have not used my blinker. There have been times that I've cut people off. There have been times that I've not paid attention. Not intentionally, not often, but there have been times in my life of driving, the majority of my life, that I've made an error. So I'm usually pretty okay with people making errors or being uptight or being in a rush, and it usually doesn't affect me. But I had this opportunity present itself of like people just being a lot for about a week and a half, like every single day. And that had not been my experience. And I tried to keep myself pretty calm. And so I wasn't really looking at this as an opportunity, but it really was an opportunity. That as these things show up, even though I wasn't in the best space ever, how am I going to respond to it? Can I take a minute before I respond? Or do I just allow, because I'm not in the best space, it to take over and then I respond? It was a beautiful opportunity for me. Did I get it the whole time? Heck no. But I was able to kind of realize that this was a new opportunity for me. If I say I want to live a life of peace and not be so moved by other people's gestures or what have you, and I'm now moved, then I had this opportunity present itself to show me, hey, you starting to be moved. You starting to care about whatever is going on with everybody else and why they're not feeling okay. And I'm now taking that energy on for myself. A lot of times we'll have situations in relationships where you may pray and ask and this, that, and the other, and behaviors will show up that give you an opportunity to make a different choice. But then you still keep on with the same choice and then wondering what's going on or what have you, or you're not feeling okay. You've been given opportunities to make different choices. It shows up in a whole lot of ways. And it took me a minute to kind of see that that was an opportunity for me. I didn't know that I was a little off, but I was like, okay, everybody's off. And, I know that there's a lot of stuff going on and everything else, but I still need to be in a good space, even in the midst of that. Like, I don't want to not be able to be at choice about how I'm going to respond to certain things. So it took me a minute to kind of realize, okay, so you're off and you done, did whatever too, and you're now taking on this emotion, and now you have to get cool and calm down before you start interacting with people. That's taking too much time out of your day to have to bring yourself back in so you can present the way that you need to present. So there are various opportunities that are presented to you, but how are you taking them? If something is triggering you in a certain way, it's an opportunity for you. It's an opportunity for you to either respond the same way that you've been responding and continue to get the same results, or for you to choose something different or choose the way that you're going to respond. Sometimes it's just really about you choosing to respond a different way so things stop showing up for you. It's not necessarily you have to do anything drastic, but you may need to just reframe certain things and just look at it and say, oh, you know what? I don't even have to be moved by this because this has absolutely nothing to do with me. So I'm going to choose to see this as an opportunity for growth. and I'm going to take this time and see what I need to do with myself, because it's really not ever about anybody else. It's always a self walk. So I'm just saying for today, because I'm noticing my time and I try to keep it about 5 minutes and I just went a little bit over. So look at various opportunities that you have to do something different, that you can choose something different, that you can claim your own power and stay in your own power instead of giving your power to other things, people, places, situations, what have you. And so that's the thing. Notice your opportunities. Notice your opportunities for growth and change. So as we are closing out today, this Miracle Monday, coming to a close of the year, wishing you all well. Hope that you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week on Monday. Peace and blessings.